anybody have a stat sheet? You guys are just supposed to start talking, you know that?
Cara's 2 goals, right?
No,
No,
one first. Yeah.
First goal.
Yeah.
Your reaction to your first goal?
I was just really excited, you know. I think in a game like this when it's really close, we were really focused on getting the first goal, so then get the second one and kind of put them away even more and close out the game is sometimes it's a really big goal. So I was excited to be able to finish it and do that for the team.
What was your thoughts about playing at Toyota Park in general? I mean, playing on the surface, playing here?
I think it was a great experience. We play at University of Michigan, and it's a smaller field, turf, and so to get to this big field with grass and a big crowd, since there was a doubleheader, there was a lot more energy, and I think it was exciting. I really enjoyed playing here.
Yeah, I think it's just a really cool atmosphere.
Yeah, without those football lines.
Yeah, you feel very professional.
What's the difference? The grass, like obviously, this is grass, and is it easier on your legs or?
I wouldn't say I necessarily notice it, but I played on grass in college, so I'm more used to it, and it is a little softer on like people who have injuries, but not a big difference. You're still playing soccer.
What changed for you guys in the second half? 0-0 halftime, 3-0 at the end. What changed?
I just think that we knew we had to step up. We went into the locker room. Rory had some good things to say. We knew we could play better, and we just stepped up and scored 3 goals. And I think that we're excited, especially since the national team players are gone. We knew we had to step up and be in kind of a different team. And I'm glad that everyone took that role. And I think we did really well.
Yeah, I think we just focused and we possessed the ball a lot more in the first half. People were able to get crosses off and stuff. We just looked more fluid in general in possession.
Rory, your thoughts about playing without the national team players and how the team played today?
I thought the group looked a little nervous in the first half, be it the setting of the game or the inexperience that we had on the field. We were pretty disappointed at halftime from a staff. If you run offside 6 times in the first half, I think that's a pretty clear indication of nerves. We're taking stupid fouls because we were lunging into people. We needed to make our runs from deeper, so we talked about getting Gilly going earlier. We didn't get Danny on the ball enough in the first half, so her and Vanessa getting on the ball a little bit more in the second half. I think it took a half for them to settle in, but I thought the second half, we scored 3 and we could have scored a few more. So I thought for Cara to come in off the bench, and the goal is what it is, but she turned a really, really good defender in a tight space to free herself up. Sofia gets 2 goals and an assist. What I really liked about the group in the second half is that 2-0, we were still pushing to try to find the third one, where for anybody who was at the Portland game, that wasn't necessarily how we responded to 2-0. So I thought the fact that the players were still driving there at the end to find the third one was good. It was great to get Mott's back, great to get Kwan back. Michelle got some time so we could settle her in a bit, but she'll play a bigger role next week. So we'll just keep going and doing what we're doing. But I don't think over these next few weeks I'm going to spend any time talking about the players that aren't here. I'm going to spend my time talking about the players that are here. And I thought the players that were here today did a really good job.
So what were the good things at halftime that you said?
I'm not sure. I don't remember having a lot of good things.
Well, okay, I'll be a little bit more clear. He was really direct on what we needed to do. He didn't beat the bush. He told us exactly what we needed to change, and we went in and we did it. That is what I meant by that.
Okay. Clear.
Gilliland seemed like a great outlet throughout the match, and especially in the second half. I guess talk about her role today.
Yeah, her and Sam, they kind of gave us that side more than the other side, and they didn't really take the space in the first half. So we talked about Erin getting up as high as they would let her, and she drove. The player tracked her back. Sam got higher. But I think the biggest change in the second half was we were able to bring Vanessa and Danny into the game more. We had more of the ball. The ball got switched a bit more. Still not to the point where we would, but when Vanessa and Danny get on the ball more, that allows the outside backs to have time to get higher up. Whereas if it's going from our center backs into our forwards, they can't track that far and that fast. So the more we can get those guys on the ball and build through them, the more players will be able to get higher up the field.
You said they really liked how they're pushing for goal 3 after being 2-0 up. Would you go as far as to say this is the best 90, full 90 that you've played?
I don't think we played a full 90, so I would say it was probably, I thought we were pretty good the first 10. I thought we lost our way for the rest of the first half. And I thought the 45 in the second half was the best half we put together for sure, from start to finish. I mean, we really didn't give away anything, and we were pretty consistent in our attack. You know, we should also talk about Michelle made a huge save for us in the first 15 minutes when Mia's got free at the top of the box, and when she gets free on her left foot from that spot, it's not usually good for the other team. And positioned herself well, got down, and then parried away not to give away a rebound. I thought she was very good dictating the tempo in the second half when we went forwards. She hit the early punt in the first half that sent us 2v2 on goal. So yeah, I just think the second half was definitely better than the first half, but the second half was the best 45 minutes that we put together from start to finish.
2 games in a row not giving up a goal, I guess speaks to your defense. So.
Yeah, we don't usually talk about those things. We just usually let them kind of sit out there. It's a group effort for sure. I thought Ursig did a great job of stepping up and organizing the line today. I think she gives way to some of the other players when they're here, not that she needs to, and I think over these next few weeks, I mean, part of me hopes she's here for a lot of it, and part of me hopes she's not here for a lot of it, but she's really going to show. You're not the captain of your national team unless you got some qualities, and she's got a lot of qualities that she's been content with just filling her role here, and I think you're going to really start to see some of her qualities as we go forwards. And she's a fantastic player and a fantastic leader.
Sofia, scoring 2 goals in a game, that's got to be a big thrill. Have you done that before?
No, not professionally. That was my first goal. I was really excited because I had a couple of chances in the first half that I didn't put away, and so it's frustrating as a forward. But from the encouragement from my teammates, and Rory kept yelling at me to get one in, so I was excited to actually get a goal. And then, I mean, it was pretty easy. I had 2 beautiful assists. Vanessa slipped me through. All I had to do was beat the defender, and then Gilly sent a ball far post, and I just had to hit it in. So it was 90% them, 10% me. And I'm super excited for Cara because last game she missed a breakaway, so we were hoping that she'd get one this game.
She didn't miss. She physically stopped. She was physically exhausted before she got
So
there.
it was exciting for the 2 rookies to finally prove ourselves a little bit. We still have a lot more to go.
Who missed the clear shot on the end there? Was it Jen? Jen was the...
I'm going to have to watch the film. I'm not sure.
Rory, what's your thoughts about going on the road? You've got a lot of home games here.
I think it'll be good for us, especially with a young group. You know, it's nice to play at home in front of your fans where you're comfortable, but to be able to bring a young group together, you know, to be able to get on the road and have them together and do stuff as a team, I think that'll be good for us. I mean, we've said since the beginning, we've got a really good group. We like our players. We still have some good amateurs that we haven't used. They're going to play a role. So I don't think we're probably a bit too naive to get caught up with playing on the road. You know, I don't think we're just going to go and do what we do, and our players will do what they do, but I don't think one of the good things about youth is you don't overthink things, and I don't think our team's going to overthink being on the road or where we're playing.
Sofia, I believe you said last year that you're not going to play for the Mexican national team anymore. First of all, is it possible to switch in women's soccer from 2 national teams?
If you play in youth, you're allowed to switch as many times as you want, and then if you play with the full team, if you only played in like friendly instead of FIFA regulated games, you're allowed to switch as well. But yeah, as of now, I declined Mexico because I just want to focus on myself, and I think being here and getting experience at this level with under Rory and with my teammates is what I want to do and what I want to focus on. I think I'm too young to make any decisions, and that's just what I decided.
And what does Leonardo Correa think about that?
I mean, I think he wishes that I decided to play with them, but he's been really great. He's super supportive and has understood where I'm coming from, so he's just focusing on what he needs to do, getting his team ready, and I don't think he's looking back at me anymore.
Is it possible that you will go back later in your career?
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I think anything's possible right now. I'm just focusing on the Red Stars.
Cara, you had a great, outstanding career at Wisconsin. Talk about your transition between college soccer and what the pros are, and how you've adjusted to the professional level.
I think it's been a little bit difficult, you know, just coming from a place where you you're not like you're kind of the focus of the team. Me and a couple, probably 5 other girls, you kind of shape the team around there. And then coming into a place where I just have to adjust to the team and play my role. So it's not a big deal. I like it. I love being on the Red Stars, and I just need to focus every day on playing good soccer and doing what I need to do for the team. So it's definitely different, but it's something that I look forward to every day and trying to get better.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.